Okay, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to be looking at the natural regions of Texas. The objective is the learners will be able to identify the major characteristics of the four natural regions. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so as you guys are working, what I need you guys to do to kind of start it off is go ahead and draw this chart in your folder. So what we're going to look at, a few things. You should have three different tabs. Three different tabs. One of the tabs should be natural regions. It should list the four natural regions. That's North Central, the Great Plains, Mountain and Basins, and Coastal Plains. And then another thing, as we go through this PowerPoint, you guys will list the characteristics of each region. And then you also are going to want to write down some of the major cities and places in your region, especially the major cities. So your San Antonio, Fort Worth, El Paso, Houston, Dallas, cities like that, you want to write them down. Corpus Christi, stuff like that. But as we go through the PowerPoint, I will kind of let you know what cities to focus in on. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. There are four natural regions in Texas. You have the mountains and basins, Great Plains, North Central Plains, and Coastal Plains, excuse me. What are natural regions? What are natural regions? So the answer to that is a natural region is an area with a common physical environment that are defined by physical features that it has. These physical features or climates could be, it could be hot, it could be cold, it could be, as far as landforms, mountains, deserts, rivers, rolling plains, things like that. It could also be defined by plant life and soil. So these are things that are kind of combined because they have one, two, three, or all four of the things in common. All right, so let's go ahead and look at coastal plains. So the coastal plains, when you look at it, if you go here on a map, the coastal plains is next to, just like its name says, it's next to the coast off the Gulf of Mexico. It's the largest region in Texas. The region covers most of the coast and it goes into the mainland. One of the major characteristics that link them together is that the coastal lands are marshy. The inlands both have dense forests and grassy prairies. Now, let's look at it. What are some major cities that are, as far as on the coastal region? You have Houston, you have Galveston, you have Corpus Christi, and believe it or not, San Antonio is also a part of the Gulf Coast region, coastal plains or whatnot. So the next thing that we have the North Central Plains. The North Central Plains are a part of a larger U.S. region known as the Central Plains. It contains gently rolling prairies that offer abundant resources for ranching and farming. So some of the major places, you have San Angelo, Fort Worth. I believe part of Dallas is in the North Central Plains. Dallas should be in the North Central Plains. Fort Worth, Abilene, Texas, San Angelo. The next region that we have is the Great Plains. The Great Plains altogether is one of the flattest areas on Earth. It has flat grasslands that become more rugged in the southern parts of the region. So as you begin to travel south, that's when the characteristics of the terrain becomes more rugged. So the areas that are there, you don't have many major cities, but you have Lubbock, Midland, Amarillo. Lubbock is, you have Texas Tech in Lubbock. Not many major cities. All right. Last but not least, we have the mountains and basins. It's west of the Pecos River. It's known for being very dry lands. It has very dramatic landscapes that include canyons, mountains, plateaus, and basins. You don't have many major cities. The only major city that's in the mountains and basins is El Paso, but you have a few smaller places: Van Horn, Pecos, Presidio, and Crane. All right, so go ahead. You're gonna go ahead and finish that chart that I did here. You should have your cities listed and you should have your characteristics listed. So that's how we're gonna end our assignment today. You'll have a brief quiz to close it off. Have a good day. There I go, I'm done.